everybody. We are back for another episode of Off the Hosel. This is episode 67. My name is Drew Koser. I am your host, and I'm joined for the first time in a few weeks, my brother and co-host, Troy Koser.
Hey!
Can you tell if he's excited?
It's been a while.
He's excited. He's excited to be back. No Dan today, so Dan checks out. Troy checks in out of the bullpen. He's back in the saddle. We're both here. Christian behind the scene as always. Full agenda today, Troy.
It's been a while, Drew. Got about 3 weeks of catching up to do here, so looking forward to today.
Yeah, I'm pumped. We're going to have our first ever intro recap on our Instagram pages, social media pages, so it should be a lot of fun.
Get to see what us two look like.
Two guys look like, exactly.
I was trying to come up with something funny, but it didn't happen.
That's all right. It happens more times than not. Anyways, great guest on today, but before we get into that, this is a Nissan-driven podcast. They're located on 1111 Broad Street. Number one place to get your next vehicle, oil change, car wash, any vehicle-related needs. Check them out. Drive Nissan, 1111 Broad Street, Regina, Saskatchewan. It's 4 ones.
1111.
Check them out. Drive Nissan. Troy, and where are we located?
As always, located live at Divots Indoor Golf at 6823 Rochdale Boulevard. I know because of the recent lockdowns, they had to shut their doors. But we are kind of in business with them, so that's why we're allowed to still record here. Really appreciate that. It's actually kind of quiet in here.
Yeah.
Not hearing a bunch of golf balls getting rattled all over the place. I know I think they're pretty much closed for the season. So after the green grass goes away come fall, make sure to get down here. They got awesome simulators, awesome people. It's the place to be. I mean, we're just so thankful that they partnered up with us. So,
alrighty.
Divots Indoor Golf.
Yeah.
Play divots, don't make them. There we go. It's been a while. A little rusty.
You're a little rusty. That's right, though. This is what it's all about. Okay, lots to chat about. Sports, news. We're going to talk hockey, talk golf, whatever else we want to talk about. So let's get right into it here. But first, what's new with you? What's happening? What's going on? Where have you been?
Been busy, dude. I was 2-week quarantine, so that was fun. Got really good at PGA Tour 2K21.
No free ads.
Not that good, but I played a lot of Xbox. You haven't had to quarantine yet, hey?
Knock on wood.
It's not the most fun in the world. A lot of people say, oh, it's 2 weeks off. Yeah, but you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So I came back negative, which was a bonus. So then that was why I was gone for the first couple of weeks. And then last week, just some big changes in our life. We sold our house.
Nice. Congrats.
On a whim.
That's awesome.
And we purchased a house. So we're heading back home into the city. We're looking forward to it, Jill and I. Staying NOD, of course. That's
north of Dewdney.
That's where it's to be, north of Dewdney. So the next few weeks of our life is going to be pretty hectic. But yeah, all in all, been listening to what you've been doing, following what you've been doing. You've been busy. I mean, you were on Rod Peterson's show last week, and then I believe the help me out,
Walk Off Homers
podcast this past week too. So
yeah,
I mean, it's nice to see when I'm not there, you're still giving her hell. So
yeah, no, it's things have been good. Been busy, obviously with my new job. That's been going great. And then obviously with the 2 podcasts going on Rod's show, had a little technical difficulties with the video. Had to hold the phone, but it was a lot of fun. I appreciate Rod and Darren having me on. Talked about our show. Rod's a huge fan.
Off the hoozle? How did Rod say?
Off the hosel. But
off
now,
the hosel.
What
the hell, Rod?
The last 2 Pat games, he said he moves the puck side to side and it fell out of play. Off the hosel. And he's been saying it like crazy. So, and the one day Darren's like, nice one, Rod. Nice one. So, yeah, huge fans of our show, vice versa. We are them. Good people, best in the biz.
Thanks, RP. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Other than that, I hit golf balls outside on Friday and Saturday.
I seen your Instagram. Well, you had posted on behalf of the Hosel, and there was a lineup 20 deep, and I believe that was at the Goulet.
That was the Goulet, yes.
Wow,
Saturday.
And I couldn't believe people were waiting in line that long to hit golf balls.
I thought they were just coming to watch us, just paying to watch us hit golf balls. They weren't. They were waiting to play.
Yeah, well, I guess people got the itch, and then, of course, as it's Tuesday today, as we record for Wednesday's show, we got another blizzard going on out there, winter part 3. So courses are closed right now, and I'm not sure if their tentative dates of Friday they're going to be open.
They've changed to the following.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're, I think a good guy we both know said some courses might have jumped the gun. And, I hope that a lot of courses got their greens tarped because that's a lot of snow damage that could hurt greens, I think.
Isn't that good moisture, though? I'm not a greenskeeper.
I would say
so.
fairways.
Yeah, I suppose, hey.
But, here's what it is. Hit some balls outside. It was nice to see the ball fly outside for once again. It was fun.
Have you tried out your new clubs?
I have tried out my new TaylorMade driver and my woods, my wedges. Yeah, everything's it went straight and far. So, very happy. Thanks, Michael.
Yes, thanks, Mike. I got to try mine out today. It was like Christmas on April. What day are we today?
15th, I think.
April. No, today's not the 15th. Today's the 13th.
13th, yeah. But
It
we're dropping on the 14th.
It was like Christmas, though. Came into Divots today, and all my stuff was here wrapped in plastic. And got to hit a few balls. So, again, thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it. And hopefully helps my game outside. So
Absolutely. Okay, let's jump back to last week, episode 66. Adam Stanley. I did announce on the podcast he is our golf insider. Adam's he's legit. He's breaking stories on all the Canadians, Corey Connors, and all the guys at the Masters. Adam's a great dude. He's been on the show in the past. He'll be on again. He's our golf insider, and I had a lot of fun with that one.
I seen him on Sportsnet the other day covering the Masters, so it was pretty cool to know that, like many of our guests that are in the TV industry, sports industry, or have been on our show, it's just like another one,
Yeah.
mark it on the board. Oh, we got him.
Yeah, exactly. No, and Adam's super good at what he does, and yeah, I don't know if you listen to the podcast at all.
Yep.
So yeah, I talked to him, and talked about the movie that I watched. Yeah, it was called Tee Shot, I believe it was at the time, about two ladies from across the world. It was an incredible story. Yeah, but anyways, good chat with Adam again as always. Yeah.
So what else is new with you? I mean, I know what I did this past weekend, even though I worked all weekend. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been working lots.
Nice. Standard.
I know you did the same thing I did as much as you could, is watch the Masters.
Yeah, and I do want to do that in a bit here.
Yeah.
But I do want to chat about some hockey first. Because you know what? Rod Peterson said we're the best hockey podcast, golf podcast in the province. And we'll take that all day, baby. Let's go. So, we're going to go to our standard, who's hot, who's not, top 10, or top 7 teams in the Canadian division. There's only 7 teams.
Yeah.
We're going to go hot or not in the last 10. And that is brought to you by Bruges. I know all you out there listening today and watching today for the first time haven't brushed your teeth yet today. Or you haven't probably done it in 48 hours. It's time you try Bruges. BRWSH. That's BRUUSH. They have a tongue scrubber, a whiten, a soften, a smoker one. Like, this thing is unbelievable. You probably cut bananas with this thing. So check them out on Instagram, Bruges. These things are cool. Different colors. They have a different head for you to change it. Unreal. Check them out at Bruges on Instagram and Twitter. I love mine. It's the best around. So, here it is. 10 teams. Maple Leafs, 8-1-1 in the last 10, the 1-game losing streak.
Hot. I hate saying it. Hot.
Hot, yeah.
Although, I'm going to say one thing. I was reading on Twitter last night, because Twitter is where you get all your factual information. Somebody said on Twitter last night, and I would love to meet who it was in person and just shake them. And they said, best 1-2 combo in NHL is Matthews and Marner. I laughed my ass off. Not even close. We all know who I think it is, and I think a lot of our listeners is. Yeah, they're good, but they're no McDavid Draisaitl, that's for sure.
Well, I'm not even jumping to that. They are. I think McDavid and Draisaitl are, but I'm going to go just stick with the old guys, Ovi and Baxter.
Crosby and
Malkin.
Yeah.
But yes,
they're not the best.
They got to do a little bit more. I think for me, I'm just a hockey guy. I think they've done well. Let's see what happens now. The trade deadline just happened this past weekend, or trade center, right?
Why did they get David Riddick?
Because now they have Fred and David Riddick. What did I say 5 podcasts ago? They need another goalie.
Yeah, they have. Jack Campbell's setting records left and right.
Yeah, but...
So you got Campbell, you got Frederick Anderson, you got David
I'd be
Riddick,
pissed if I'm
and
Campbell.
you also have, who's the other one? The Oilers can't beat the Leafs, and they play all 8 of their goalies. Who's the other one? Hutchinson? Do they have him as well?
Could be him, yeah.
Michael Hutchinson?
Yeah.
You only have 2 rosterable
They might
goalies.
have some injuries problems, too. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
This is
Anyways.
where Danny's supposed to be here.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Anyways, Leafs, hot. I'll give it to him. Yes, hot.
Okay, on to the Jets. 6-3-1, 1-game losing streak.
Mediocre. I know that's not an answer.
No, that's actually lukewarm.
Well, no, they've been mediocre.
Okay.
They're second overall in the division, not by much. Mediocre.
Okay.
I'm sticking to it.
Alrighty. Your Oilers in third place, 6-2-2, a 1-game losing streak.
Frustrating to watch, but so they're off now. I don't know if you know this because they're supposed to play Vancouver. Right? When we got there, we haven't got to Vancouver yet, but Vancouver is in a lot of trouble. COVID running rampant through that team, family, players, coaches.
Yeah.
So it is now pushed the Oilers back. They don't play till Friday now. So they'll have 6 days off. So I'll give them, because I'm a homer, yeah, they're hot. They're going to sit and practice and eat chicken wings all week, so I don't know.
Okay, these next 4 teams here are just quick one, rapid fires. Canadians, Flames, Canucks, Senators. Canadians 5-4-1.
Trending upwards.
Flames 2-8-0.
No. Bad.
Canucks 6-3-1. Not playing right now, so we'll just say
COVID.
yeah. We'll just say they're on a pause.
Yeah.
Senators 4-5-1.
An exciting team in 2 years.
Okay. Other hockey news I wanted to bring up. A legend I tweeted the other day, and I think he is. Owner, GM, president, and head coach. Took a lot of nuts to do this. Brent Sutter has fired himself in the Red Devils as the head coach.
Yeah, I seen that. Was there any reasoning why?
I think a lack of just team performance, I think, is what he used. When I read the notice, could be wrong, don't quote me on this, but when I read the notice, it looked like he was just saying that I think the team will do better down the road
Without him in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, guy put.
What does he have to prove though?
You know, he's
Sutter's
done everything. He's done everything. I heard him on Chicklets talking about, you know, he put up his farm and everything to buy the Red Devils, and then he started paying off check by check when they were winning. Like, it was super cool. Like, he bets on himself, and he's a winner. They're all winners. Daryl Sutter of the Flames. I don't know what's happening there. We'll see what happens. I don't know if he's. I don't know what the word is.
I think he might be. I think he might be interim. I think
Interim?
they're going to address that situation in the offseason and probably look for a new head coach, is what I'm thinking. And he's just there to fill the gap.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, hockey, we're down the home stretch here. What do we got left? How many games? Ballpark. How many? 15?
Yeah, roughly.
4 playoffs. So we're going to start seeing the teams that are going to excel and the teams that are taking a back seat. Of course, only 3 teams, I believe, make it out of each division. Is that correct?
I think so,
And right now it's Toronto, Winnipeg, Edmonton. So
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that my Oilers probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a bonus. I did want to bring up quickly here, Bedard. We haven't talked much about the Pats at all. We haven't done that at all. Connor Bedard has played his last game 2 weeks ago. He's off to the U18s. Kid's a stud.
Actually, he might not even be going, though, with all the stuff going on with his family life.
I think he's going. I think
is he going? I guess you would know. You're the insider on that stuff.
I think he quoted, my grandpa would want me to go.
Oh, okay.
Again, don't quote me on that. I think that's what he said. So I think he's going to go. Yeah, that team's stacked. I would not want to be playing against the U18s. They have Sillinger, Gunther, Bedard. The list goes on.
Is the young guy from Moose Jaw going?
No.
Who is his name again?
Braden Yager.
Yeah. How come?
I don't know. But Matejchuk has got in, though, from the Moose Jaw Warriors as another defenseman dropped out. Can't think of his name, but we're a golf podcast, so jumping on here. But I did, before we move on to our golf talk,
I thought you want to talk about Connor Bedard.
Well, I just want to say he played his last game 2 weeks ago, as I already mentioned that. And he's going down to play in the U18s.
Yeah. I mean, and what a talent.
Oh.
And I'll tell you, once they open up stadiums again,
get your tickets.
You get your tickets, because he's only going to be here 2 years. He's gone. I mean, he will not be here when he's 18 years old.
No.
He'll be, I'm going to say, presumptive first overall NHL draft pick.
Oh, yeah.
And will not be back in Regina.
Yeah, he'll be gone in 17.
So get your tickets 18. If you can, if you want to see this kid play. Because, I mean, he leaving the league, like he's done now, was leading the league in points.
Yeah.
By, not 2. It was by a substantial amount, by the way. So
yeah.
He's a special talent. I mean, yeah. So good luck to Connor going forward, and we look forward to seeing Regina next year.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's move on to our golf talk. But before we do that, a huge golf sponsor in the PGA is Cutter and Buck. And we got these brand new jackets from Extreme Hockey, our good friends over there.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah, these things are mint. I don't know if you can see them on here now. Cutter and Buck, there's a free ad. We're trying to get on board with these guys. Extreme Hockey, they started us from day one. and they're here with us until 67 and hopefully going on until 3 years from now. So
Absolutely.
they look great. They feel great. I'm not going to wash mine ever.
I love the stitch work too.
Oh,
I love our decal here, and then I love our other sponsor here, TaylorMade. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really nice jackets. I mean, I got the navy blue. Drew's got the charcoal gray. So
not great if you sweat lots.
again, thanks Extreme Hockey and Sport and Donnie. Really appreciate it. So
Alrighty, the Masters talk. We had a lot of golf this weekend. Covers were going crazy. I was typing, I was tweeting, I was this and that. Shoffley, Zalatoris. Let's talk about the Masters.
let's go. I'm ready.
Where do you want to begin?
First question:
Like,
were you in any Masters pools?
No, but I had lots of money in the line though.
Okay, so
And
do you want to go first?
Go ahead.
We had a little Masters pool at work, me and a few of the guys. First time ever we've done it, and we each selected 3 golfers, combined score 1, right?
Yeah.
Ended up being a draw. I tied for first, and my 3 selections, you can laugh all you want, because we did this
I don't laugh at anyone.
pre-Thursday we did this, but I had selected Johnny Rahm, because I love Rombo, Rory McIlroy, which hurt me, and who was my third? Oh, Colin Morikawa. That was my 3. The other guys made their picks. Anyways, thank God Rombo shot a 66
Yep.
on Sunday, because that was what got me my money. Well, we split the pot, right? He had selected Dannon selected JT, DJ, and
Nice pick. DJ.
no, who was the other one? JT, DJ, and Spieth, Jordan, who was. I was sweating bullets because Spieth was on a run there at the end. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. What a tournament! Continue. Did you make some money? What went on there?
No, I picked Justin Rose 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, off the hosel, you had him on there, Rosie, and he was day 2 leader, right?
3 weeks ago, I picked Justin Rose to win. After 18 times 2, 36 holes. It's that guy. Just didn't hold on. He didn't play very good the last couple days. I had Justin Thomas. Kind of fell apart. Who else did I have? Every one of my picks made the cut, though. Yeah, didn't win any money. But I was close. I was a little shocked. Not shocked, I was impressed. Zalatoris.
Is that Happy Gilmore's caddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
Wow.
Gilmore, your caddy. Where go those clubs, punk?
Where did he come from, Drew? Because I'd never heard of him before.
Dude, no, I don't even know. I've seen him on. He's actually, we had Corey Powell on a week ago. He's the co-founder of the Outlaw Tour. Will was on that tour, Zalatoris. Came from there, played Canadian Tour, I'm sure of. Went on to play in the PGA. Now he's going to be a stud. He's 24 years old. Rips the ball. Talent. Like the nuts on that kid, making the shots he's making and walking on the course. He's smiling, having a good time. I was rooting for him.
Do you know who his doppelganger is? And other than Happy Gilmore's caddy, in real life, Google it next time you're bored.
Okay.
Owen Wilson.
Oh, yeah. He's
crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Did you hear him say, wow?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, him, Shoffley, disappointing on 16. He's 2 back. And he puts one in the drink, and you saw the face of, wow.
Well, it's funny because I was driving to work, and I was listening to the PGA Network on Sirius XM. I was driving to work, and I'm going, man, this is going to be a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. It was a 2-shot lead at that time. I got to work, got into the office, opened up my phone. What the hell happened? Triple bogey 16.
Oh,
Game over, right?
Yeah.
Hideki ends up winning the Masters, and I mean, he deserved it.
Yeah. Hideki Matsuyama, the first Japanese-born male player to win on the PGA Golf Tour. I think that was correct, actually.
The first what? Say that again?
First Japanese-born male player to win on the PGA.
Well, he's won before. You mean the Masters?
Okay.
No, he was the first time.
Are you sure he's won before?
Matsuyama?
Google that, okay.
I'll fact check while you're doing that.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm going to rip off the Canadians, though. Corey Connors finished T8, and what a week by that guy. He was playing really well. Didn't play very well on day 4. Mackenzie Hughes finishing T40th, and Mike Weir, the lefty, unfortunately got cut. But, yeah, a solid week for Canadians, though, I thought. You find anything yet?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Here it says he is the first ever Japanese professional golfer to win a men's major golf championship. which was the 2021
I was 90%
Masters.
close. I was 90%.
Masters, the green jacket.
So a major. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay.
You were close.
I was very close.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah, thank you. No, thanks, Twitter.
No, that was Google.
Yeah, okay. I had one more good point, though. Oh, I had a question. This isn't, we're going to do one little...
Actually, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Sorry to cut you off. Been a while.
Happens.
Thursday night. Yes. Abraham Answer is
Yes,
playing
that's my
golf
point.
Thursday. Has a good round.
Great round.
Decent round. I think he was...
He just tied for third.
Yeah. That night on Twitter, he posts a video of him that I had to watch 50 times to see the grain of sand that he moved, which cost him a 2-stroke penalty. In my opinion, if they're going to do that to one guy, they do it to all of them. You have that close angle shot on any guy in a bunker. Because to me, that was a garbage 2-shot penalty that he received. Agree or disagree?
I was shocked because I don't know what sand you saw. I didn't see anything. Honest Abe, the guy's the nicest guy on tour. I don't even know the guy. He seems like the nicest guy ever. And for him to like come out and after someone calls that bullshit calling him.
Yet Patrick Reed, well, don't get me going.
Yeah, so he can, if you're going to do, even actually the guy from Foreplay, Riggs, says, when you mark your ball in the green, you mark your ball, pick your ball up. You never put your ball back in the exact same spot.
No.
So we've been cheating for thousands of years.
Yeah.
If you're going to call that.
And it was funny
That's
watching
horseshit.
again on social media how many PGA golfers were like commenting going, really? You're going to call that a 2-shot penalty?
Yeah. Some of the rules in this game of golf.
I
blow
agree,
my
Drew,
mind.
and I don't know them all. There was a couple instances past weekend at the Masters too, and I was watching what was going on. But maybe you can explain to me and our viewers and our listeners. But
I'll try.
a drop ball, I watched it a couple times. They pick it up, they drop it. They pick it up, they drop it. They pick it up, they drop it. Why do they do that? Why don't they just pick it up, drop it, and play it where it lands?
Because if it rolls forward,
Yeah.
that's advancing the ball forward. So then you drop twice or 3 times until it lands, and then you watch the third one. Wherever it lands, you place it there. So it stays. So sometimes the slope moves forward and stuff
okay.
like that.
See, and I didn't know that. I was
Yeah.
trying to figure that out. Same with on the putting green.
Yeah.
Guy's got his ball marked, here, and he takes his putter and he puts the toe of the putter against the ball, moves the ball to the other side of the putter. Does that make sense? Like what I was seeing? I think it was to mark the ball, so the ball marker wasn't in the same line.
So
as...
if I'm putting, you put your ball there, and I try to putt through,
Yeah.
I don't want to hit your big manhole
yeah.
coin. Hey, move that one to the right, please. Okay, sure. So line it up with something there, put it here, then I putt, then you put it back. If you don't put it back, 2-stroke penalty.
Okay, but so again, we've been cheating the game for hundreds and hundreds of years because there, in that instance, you're moving the ball 1, 2, 3 times, where Abe gets that 2-shot penalty for.
Puts my brain in a blender, dude. I was so mad. I was disappointed.
I mean, all in all, it was a hell of a tournament again. I know there's a lot of people. I'm probably going to Google it after we're done here to look at the TV ratings. I bet you it's one of the highest watched Masters.
Oh, for sure. It's people that I don't even know even golf to watch it.
Yeah.
So the game of golf is growing.
Absolutely
which is great. Due to this pandemic, it's the only thing we can do. So people have picked up the game of golf, which is great for the game. I do want to get into our guest today, though.
Well, don't you want to talk about what we're playing next week?
No, we can do that. Sure, go ahead.
So this coming weekend, we're sure. Go ahead. He says we are having the Rbc Heritage, which I believe was originally scheduled to play in Canada. I could be wrong, but usually the RBC tournament is in Canada.
We got dummy last time for saying that, so I'm not even going to comment on that.
Yeah, so I'll go out on a limb and say it. I believe this is the tournament that was supposed to be held in Canada, but because of the pandemic, our government said, no, not happening. So they rescheduled it. It's being played at Harbortown Golf Links, which is in South Carolina, Hilton Head. Pretty decent field considering it's the tournament following up the Masters. I mean, you've got, I seen DJs playing. What's the caddy? PGA, Happy Gilmore's caddy is playing.
Will Zalatoris.
Thank you.
Zalatoris.
I'm just looking at some of the other names here. We got Charlie Hoffman. We got Nick Taylor, Canadian boys playing in this one. Jimmy Furyk. So here's another thing I want to kind of go back because I just seen he's playing in this tournament. Did you watch Golf Saturday night?
Yep.
Sung J M. Did you see what I saw?
Oh, he put the hybrid 3-wood, yeah.
And did you see why though?
Shattered his putter, didn't he?
Yes. But coverage of the Masters, whoever was filming that needs to show why. Because everyone, I was like, he threw his club in the fucking lake. Because the camera panned off him, and next thing you know, and they ended up showing he snapped his putter.
Oh.
The worst part, he was shooting 4 under. Like he was having that bad of a round. That
You know, some guys just, they freak
it's up
out.
here.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, he putted better with this 3-wood.
I know he did. Anyways, getting back to this week, we got Daniel Berger, Harold Varner III is playing, KJ Choi, Lee Westwood, Hadwin's playing for Canada again.
Yeah, the list goes.
There's
goes
a lot
on.
of golf. Corey Connors had a hell of a Masters.
Yeah, he was T8th.
You know, and I think he could have won it, except Saturday's round cost him the tournament, I believe, because every putt he made was short. Every putt.
Yeah.
For birdie, for par was short.
Yeah,
short,
he didn't play great the last day. That was the one thing that disappointed with the Masters, though. A lot of the good players, or the high-end players, the guys you watch every week, the Brooks, he's playing injured. Dustin Johnson, defending champ, misses the Masters. Jordan was probably one of the best out of the guys that were playing well the last consecutive weeks in a row.
I'm still shocked Rory played as bad as he did.
A lot of guys didn't play very good, and it was disappointing to see. But it was cool to see some of the guys that you don't hear of lots every day of the week. Schauffele's kind of like a Finau. They're always in that same kind of mixture of getting up to the top.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Exactly.
Was it not nice having fans there? That was awesome, too.
Oh, it was cool, yeah. I really wish they get the mics off the tee boxes, though. I really wish they get the mics off the tee box. I don't like it.
How come?
Because I just don't think that I don't like them.
How come?
I don't like the mics on the tee box. That's my answer. I don't think that if I say something bad, like the F word,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be televised. We're trying to keep this a gentleman's game or a lady's game or whatever, an honest game, quiet, respectful game. I don't want to hear the F word come with my TV. Do I care?
That's your
No, not
explanation.
really.
If I'm on tour and I'm at the tee box, I'm not worried about that mic down there. I'm worried about the guy with the camera in your face like this, standing 6 feet away from you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like.
It's cool to hear the ball, but after they hit it, get it off. There's no, I don't know. You don't have them on the hockey benches unless they're mic'd up. I just, moving on.
That's the rant from Drew. I'm going to come up with a little segment for that, Christian. You see him kind of go off there, getting all red in the face.
I don't need to hear
That we'll call that. That's our little segment called Coaster's Complaint.
Coaster's Corner.
Coaster's Complaint.
Okay, sure. Or just Corner, because it's a
No.
Coaster's Corner.
Coaster's Complaint.
Anyways, okay, I wanted to bring up another rant that someone brought up. We should bring up a funny thing kind of into the show every week. What are your thoughts on dogs that sit in your lap while you're driving? When you see them, don't tell me you're that guy.
Kay is 80 pounds, dude. If she sat in my lap, I wouldn't be able to drive. Our last dog, she would go up my lap, but she was tiny.
But here's the rant, though. I can't text and drive, and I can't eat a cheeseburger and drive, but I can have a dog in my lap while I'm driving.
But you don't see, at least I don't see drivers driving around with Labradors or Retrievers or Huskies on their lap. It's usually...
Get them off. Put them in the back seat. I don't like them.
All right, there you go. You hear it there, people. You don't like dogs being on people's laps while they've been driving.
So dumb. Okay, on to our guest this week. One of the finest in the province. Our good buddy. I've known him forever. Troy, you got to meet him a handful of times. You're good buddies with him. He's a co-host of the Rod Peterson Show.
Nicest hair in television.
Yeah, they call him Moose. Moose on the show. Why the hell not? As Rod says. Sorry, Rod, I have to steal one of your lines. As he says, off the hosel all the time. So why the hell not? Darren Dupont.
Double D.
Double D. He went off brand a little bit. He quote unquote swearing a couple times, telling stories. Yeah, it's a fun interview. I know you weren't here for that one. He'll come on again. And we have to have Rod on the show. So.
Absolutely, 100%.
But anything else before we wrap it up?
I'm just glad to be back in the co-pilot chair here. So good to see you.
Absolutely.
Christian, good to see you too.
Christian just gave us a nod. Let's wrap this thing up.
He doesn't talk.
Here it is. Darren Dupont. Hope you guys enjoy it. Alrighty. There it is, episode 67 of Off the Hosel. Another banger of a podcast.
I would say it was a big banger.
Yeah. Dupes telling stories of the coach of the Kootenay Ice, quote unquote saying, fuck off. That's my father. And Darren's like, oh my God, I'm scared. I never want to interview a hockey coach ever again in my life. Like the stuff he was saying, the golf trips. What else? We just talked about his brand and growing the Rod Show from, Initially he doesn't know what he wanted to do. Was he going to cover football or hockey or whatever? So it's kind of cool to just sit down with Darren. I kind of know some of the stuff, but people that know Darren from Golf Saskatchewan, when he used to do this, like on the tee, and he was announcing and doing the scores and grinding, like people don't know a lot of the story that he's doing now. So it's kind of cool that he came on and we had him in house, and yeah, he did time.
Yeah, I'm glad Double D came on the show. I really appreciate it. Again, sorry I couldn't be there, but I mean, you guys seemed like you're having a good old chat. I mean, you guys have known each other a long time. Again, I met Darren, I don't know, 5 years ago, I guess it would have been. And yeah, it was another good episode, another one for the books. Off to number 68 next week, I believe.
Yeah, 68. Whose number is that in the NHL?
Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah.
The greatest.
Mike Hoffman?
I'm going to stick with the Jagr podcast.
Okay. Jagr. Who's that Jagr? Okay, yeah, another great podcast. Troy, quickly rip off the social media handles.
Well, as always, get us on Facebook at Off the Hosel, or you can get us on Instagram or Twitter at _Off the Hosel. Shoot us a message, like us, share us. Don't like us, that's fine. Comment, though. Tell us why. Let us know.
Yeah,
but
so
we hope they're
better.
good comments. So we're here to aim to please. And again, been a blast, Drew. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. New hats are on the way. Different kinds of hats, OTH. It's not One Tree Hill, but that will definitely start up a conversation. Strike. Rope hats coming in.
We got some retro.
Yeah.
The old boy here picked them out, so I know all the guys my age are going to like them. So stay tuned. They're going to be in soon.
Absolutely. And coming on next week's episode 68, co-founder of the Outlaw Tour, the Pro Tour down in Phoenix, Corey Powell. Great chat with him. We're going to try and help out the tour in Phoenix, get them some exposure. If you're good enough to play, you're going to find out real quick. Go down and play their tour. A lot of fun. Yeah, Troy, other than that, it's been a fun podcast today.
It's been a blast. Been far too long.
Yeah, so hopefully the snow melts. But other than that, Troy, I won't talk to you next week. You're gone. But I'll see you hopefully the following week.
I am off. I will be here.
Yes, for episode 69.
69.
Okay, so there it is. Troy, as always, I appreciate this, and we'll talk to you in a couple weeks. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Everyone else have a great Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Our first show on IGTV. Hope you liked it. If you don't watch it. If you did, comment. Peace. See ya!